Runes are the magic cards of the digital TCG that I made. You can play 3 of them per turn, and they generally speaking have great effects. And I say generally because there are some lower tier ones that I intentionally made weaker on a technical level with the intention that one day something or someone would appear that drew out their full potential. A niche strategy or a rare game state where their specific seemingly subpar effects would be able to shine. Well, a pair of these cards are finally making their debut, and it's kind of my fault. You see, Rune of Recast Sword and Rune of Recast Shield can change the type of a card on the field to assault or defense respectively. That did very little up until a recent change on how the safe zone works. You see, the safe zone is a neutral space where support type avatars can be summoned to avoid having to battle your opponent's cards. And before, any cards that weren't summoned there were sent to the grave when the turn ended. So if my opponent tried to attack the cards that were in my safe zone, yes, they could do that, but they would lose their card in the process. Well, as part of the balancing and mechanical changes that have come to the game over time, one of the things that has been altered is that the safe zone no longer sends cards that weren't summoned there to the graveyard. It just sends any cards that are not support types to the graveyard at the end of the turn. This is so much easier to understand from a player perspective, but I'm sure you can already see where this is an issue. You see, instead of risking an entire card of your own to enter the Nexus and challenge and remove one of your opponent's cards that are hiding there, you can now just use either Rune of Recast Sword or Rune of Recast Shield, and it is just a genuine piece of unintended card removal now. After you make the change, converting your opponent's support type avatar to assault or defense type, the game itself, through its own inherent mechanics, will do the work for you and just get rid of that card. Completely unintentional, not on purpose at all. I absolutely love it. It's staying in the game.